Hello, Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. Now, I'm wearing my number 10 Eli Manning New York Giants jersey today because it's one of the greatest days of the year for anybody who's into sports, especially football. It's Championship Sunday. Now, believe you me, I'm not happy that the Giants are not in the playoffs this year, but that doesn't preclude me from having a good time and enjoying the games anyway. First thing you need to do, and these are the few things that I've come up with, actually there's 3 or 4 of them, that you need to do to have a good time while you're watching the football playoffs. Number 1, you have to find some guys who either want to go out and hang out and eat chicken wings and chili and drink a few beers or maybe some soda, whatever, and watch the games. Because even if you're not into the games, the camaraderie of watching the games in a bar setting or like a grill setting, it's always much better. Especially if there are some fans of the teams playing there. Even though your team's not in it, who cares? You just go, you have a few, wings, beers, chili, whatever. Have a good time. Number 2, in the immortal words of Yogi Berra, you've got to know where you're going or you may not get there. Actually, that was paraphrasing it. He said, if you don't know where you're going, you might not get there. And why do I bring this up? Well, when you make plans with your friends, make sure that you find out which Buffalo Wild Wings you are actually meeting at. I went to the one in Superior, Colorado, when we were actually meeting at the one at Lark Ridge, which is over in Erie, about a half hour away. For some reason, all of the mall areas are called names in Colorado, like Orchard, Cherry Creek. So I was under the impression that Lark Ridge was over on the other side of town. Always make sure you know where you're going. I ended up missing like the first pretty much half of the NFC game. The other thing you need to do is make sure that you go into a place that has good food. Now, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and the wings were great, and Parmesan sticks were great. But you know what? If you go to a place that has crummy food, and it's not your team's, and you're sitting there trying to have a good time, it's not going to happen. So, you've got to make sure that it's a place where they've got good wings, good chili, good food, and the atmosphere is good. We ended up at a place where the atmosphere was great. I'm very happy with where we went. So, what do we have? We've got go to a place with friends to hang out so you can talk to them and have interactions with them while the game is going on. Because you know what? Especially if all of you are fans of other teams, you're going to have a good time no matter what, just chatting with the guys. 2, make sure you know where you're going before you leave the house, or else you may not get there. See? Number 3, make sure that the place that you're going to go to has good food. The last thing you want to do is be at a place watching a game and it has crappy food. It's not going to make it. It's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for your friends. It's going to be a bad experience. That's how it is. So, let's see. Are there any other things that might make it a better experience? Well, maybe if you had some women who actually liked football and they wanted to go and hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings and be there during the game, that wouldn't be bad either. It would actually add to the ambiance of the entire event. And also, hopefully, if they weren't fans of the teams playing, they would be more interested in paying attention to all of you than to paying attention to the big screen. those are my tips. And you know what? Sports fans, look at it this way. We had one good game. It was fantastic. I wanted the Cheeseheads to win. I wanted Green Bay to pull it off, and they didn't. We had one game that was not very good. New England Colts, it was a blowout. First half, you could have just walked away. We got a Super Bowl now that has New England versus Seattle. What do you think? I'm thinking it's going to be possibly New England. But you know what? To throw this into perspective, we got Katy Perry doing the halftime show, so I could just stare at her. It's no problem with me. Maybe there'll be a wardrobe malfunction. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Don Schmidt, the Book of Kahuna, coming at you, talking sports, football, getting ready for the big game. Till then, 2 weeks from now, bye-bye.